Hi, everyone. Jessica here with GH Community and the Gaylord Hanson Mortgage Team. We have a super special guest with us today. We have Renatta Escobedo, Program Manager for the Youth Emergency Shelter with San Diego Youth Services. That was a really long introduction, so I hope I said everything and spelled everything right. But most importantly, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm super stoked to be able to hang out with you today.
Me too. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, of course. So why don't you go ahead and share a little bit about San Diego Youth Services mission and most importantly, the history of the shelter and what you do there.
Awesome. Thank you. So overall, San Diego Youth Services mission is to help youth achieve their highest potential. And so we're really working with some of San Diego's most vulnerable youth to help them overcome their obstacles, including like homelessness, community violence, just child maltreatment, so many things, housing instability, low socioeconomic status. And so our organization has several programs that tries to tackle all of those concerns in different ways. And so it's a really awesome organization for that. As specifically, my program, the Youth Emergency Shelter, actually has the longest history within San Diego Youth Services in some kind of way. And so the shelter's been around, I believe, since like the 70s. And our organization started with a social work intern kind of noticing that the youth were on the streets a lot and didn't have a place to stay. So he started SDYS as just having, I believe, if I'm super correct, youth, like he created a little bit of a youth shelter and the name has transformed. But to this day, it is our Youth Emergency Shelter. Yeah.
Cool. Now, there's a kind of a fun fact. Are you guys the only one in San Diego in terms of youth shelters?
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible. So
one of the first 3 in the States, I believe, even then, back in the day.
Really? What is the age bracket there?
We accept 12 from 12 to 17.
Okay. Wow. I'm glad that you guys were there, but it's heart-wrenching that it has to exist, you know. But it's nice that they can fall back on you and they have that support and that secure space. That's awesome. Now, how has COVID impacted this with us, the lockdown?
Absolutely. It has in some ways and in others. We, as essential services, San Diego Youth Services is open and continuing to help San Diego's most vulnerable youth, including critical shelter, transitional housing, and many of our services have moved remotely or to telehealth in order to continue connecting with the youth where they are during this stressful time. So for instance, at our youth emergency shelter, we've increased like cleaning and sanitizing. We have an assessment pre-youth coming in. We're a little bit more strict with the ins and outs of youth as best as we can. And at the same time, making sure that we are really helping youth stay off the streets as best we can. So there's a little bit of rigidness, but also not. There's a lot of flexibility to make sure that we can continue to be there for the youth.
Right. So you are still open and running.
Yep. 24/7.
24/7. And then how can the community help? You know, we're all in lockdown. We're behind closed doors for the most part. I know San Diego's starting to open up, but while we're remote also, how can we help support and serve you guys?
I think honestly, like most places, we're having trouble finding cleaning supplies just as everybody else. And so donating cleaning supplies, hygiene supplies, hand soap, hand sanitizer, laundry soap, gloves, and masks. If you're kind of tired of all the COVID stuff, we always are welcoming new clothing, jeans, hoodies of all different sizes for our youth. So just that fun stuff, that would be the best.
Okay, perfect. And then, of course, monetary donations, right? You will not say no to the almighty dollar, right?
Never. We
never. Good. And then where can people go to learn more about you guys?
We have a couple different points. Our website is sdyouthservices.org. You can also follow us on social media under SD Youth Services, and we have a youth central called SD Youth Services Connect. Our Point Loma campus, you can also donate there or call and inquire about there. And that website is 3255 Wing Street in Point Loma, San Diego.
Perfect. And last but not least, I know it's going to be hard, but if there was one thing you could say that you were grateful for, what would that be?
Honestly, I think I'm most grateful for how my staff and my community reacted during all this COVID-19 stuff. I think as a manager, automatically I got worried about like staff shortages, keeping my staff safe and healthy, especially around all these fears. And everybody volunteered and stepped up to cover more shifts and do what they needed to do to be here for these youth. The community stepped in already, like right away started donating supplies. And so I think I feel really, really grateful for everybody stepping up and especially during these scary times, continuing to prioritize our youth's safety and health and everything. That was really beautiful.
Right. And that is the greatest part of the community, everybody stepping up and coming together. And that's really what it is all about at the very end. Thank you to everybody who's tuned in to watch this. We just adore you guys. Have an absolutely wonderful weekend. And if you have some time, go and look into San Diego Youth Services so you can see all of the opportunities to be able to support and serve this incredible organization. Renatta, you are the best. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Bye, everyone.